Namaste everyone.
नमस्ते भैया।
Namaste. Maybe there is echo.
yes.
जी नमस्ते सभी को।
भैया,
Ji.
now I think there is no echo.
Yeah. So you are presenting. Who is the other person? Fine, Didi. We can start with your presentation. Please share the PPT.
Bhaiya, namaste. Kumar Bhaiya, namaste. This is Lipika. So,
Namaste, Didi.
yeah, Kiran Nafade Didi is there, but if I have put my name for backup, so if she is not there, then I can present.
Ji.
Didi, I'll present Didi.
Hello.
Now, Shanti Didi is there. Didi was naming Kiran Ji. Kiran Ji has not yet joined. So after you, Lipika Didi will be presenting.
जी भैया,
Ji.
can I start भैया?
Yeah, you can start, Didi. So now it is going to be 7:45. So maybe you can go up to 8:30.
जी भैया।
Then we can do, or 8:25. Let us say 8:25, and then we can have a discussion. Ji, please proceed.
जी भैया, या जी भैया, नमस्ते, नमस्ते सभी को। So I am Prashanti from JNTU Anantapur. I'm basically a professor of mechanical engineering, but now presently working at JNTU University as Director of Faculty Development Center. So my motivation is to explore myself more about the values, and also would like to see my participation more in the society and to prepare my students for the future society. Let me start the session. Dear students, till now we have discussed about the basic aspirations of human being. We said that human being basic aspiration is to be happy and prosperous and in continuity. Happiness is to be in harmony, and the program for fulfillment of human aspiration is to live in harmony at all levels of being, right from individual human being to family, to society, and to nature and existence. And all these are put before you as proposals, and you are requested to verify them on the basis of your own natural acceptance and validate them in your living and see if it leads to mutual happiness and mutual prosperity or not. So we want you to explore the nature of harmony at all these levels. So last sessions, so we have concentrated more on understanding the self, and you have listed many of your aspirations and concerns. And we have discussed about the peer pressure, the tensions, and coming first in the class. All this we have done in the last sessions. So in this listing, some of you have said that you want to have health and you are concerned more about your health. You don't want to fall ill because now you are new to this environment. So now this session is about health, ensuring health holistically and making a definite program for health. Fine. So now we'll see how to ensure health and how we can make a program. Now let me know how many of you want to be healthy. You can answer. How many of you want to stay healthy?
जी दीदी, chart is disabled for me. I want to be healthy. Thank you dीदी.
Yeah, you can answer Bhaiya. Thank you very much. So you want to be healthy, and your main concern is you don't want to fall healthy. You don't want to be unhealthy, and you want to stay healthy always. Now, when we understand human being comprehensively, we have this feeling of responsibility towards the body. And we see that we need to nurture the body, protect the body. And we also need to have the right utilization of the body. And for this, we have to make a right program, isn't it? So when the body is in harmony, and if it is healthy, then we can move forward. So let us explore this further. So let us recall that human being is a coexistence of self and the body. And we have seen that the needs of the body are different from the needs of the self. For example, the need of the body is food, and this is a physical facility. But the need of the self is a happiness, and we have taken the example of respect. And we have seen that the self needs this respect continuously, but the need of the food is temporary. Will not be consuming the food all the day, and we consume in the limited quantities. And we cannot quantify the feelings, like how much of respect you need, how much of trust is there. And we have also seen that the needs of the body are fulfilled by chemical things, but self needs right understanding and right feeling. Fine. Now further, we can see that when the self is having the right understanding and right feeling, there is a feeling of self-regulation. And with this self-regulation, the self has the responsibility towards the body. The responsibility is to nurture, protect, and rightly utilize the body. Now, when we are concentrating on health, can anyone say what are the indicators of the health? How can you say that you are healthy?
Didi, I have a question here.
Ji Bhaiya.
When you say health, do you mean physical health, mental health? What kind of health you are talking about?
It's all Bhaiya. Physical health, mental health, all types. Again, even the environment also, it influences the health. So we need to deal with health holistically. Right?
Yeah, so
Mm.
when
Ji Bhaiya.
you say mental health, then this is happiness only. So whether you're talking about like health can be called as the need of the body or self, what do you mean to say?
Health is a need of the self and need of the body. Both Bhaiya. We will be talking about mental health. We will be talking about the physical health. So that's why
Okay.
we have that's why I have named this session as health holistically. How to ensure health holistically.
Okay, okay.
Now, what are the indicators of the health? Can anyone respond to this?
जी दीदी, if I am feeling means falling ill repeatedly, it means that my health is not in order. जी दीदी, is
Ji
that the
Bhaiya.
indicator?
Ji Bhaiya. And any other reflections?
If I am not taking medicines, then I can say that I'm healthy. Maybe.
Bhaiya, somehow your voice is not that much clear, Bhaiya.
Okay, okay. Just let me mention that today I'm at the house of Jitendra Narula Bhaiya, and today is pre-Pravesh, so we can congratulate him. So the signal is not so good here. Am I
But now
audible?
it is okay, Bhaiya. Now it is okay. Fine. Yeah.
Bhaiya, okay, Bhaiya. Now it is fine, Bhaiya. Okay. So health, when you are seeing, so when the body is acting according to the self, and when the parts of the body are in order or in harmony, then we say health is ensured. So we'll explore more about this. So when the body is having the feeling of self-regulation, then there is a responsibility in the self towards the body, and it leads to the health of the body, because the self has a responsibility to nurture, to protect the body, and also for the right utilization. When we say health is there in the body acts according to the self, and all the parts of the body are in order. Now, with a feeling of self-regulation. So we said that self-regulation in self is the responsibility of the self to nurture, protect, and right utilization of the body. So when this feeling is there in the self, the health of the body is taken care of. Even if the body falls sick, when the self takes responsibility, then the health of the sick body can be restored. But if the health is not having this feeling of self-regulation, and it is not taking care of the body, then even healthy body also can become unhealthy. Now for this, explore for yourself how many times you have felt sick recently, and what are the reasons. Just check for yourself. You are new to this environment and you are busy gathering all your things to come to the new college. Just
Maybe I have a
see.
question here.
Ji
Am I
Bhaiya?
audible?
Yes, Bhaiya.
You said that the body acts according to me. Now, in the previous class, you told me that the body is an instrument of the self. So it will
Yes.
anyway, every time, even if I am healthy or unhealthy, it will act only according to me because it does not have the activity of assuming, as you told earlier. So what is the meaning of this? The self, the body acts according to me.
Ji Bhaiya, body is the instrument of the self. It is the self which always makes decisions. But if the body is unhealthy, self has concern. Self has concern. So self will make a right program to see how to get back this body to its natural state. Fine, Bhaiya? So now always self is the central. It
Yeah,
gives
now my
instruction.
question is different. My question is, you are writing for health. The first point is the body acts according to the self. So I'm saying body always acts according to the self, whether it is healthy or unhealthy. What is the meaning of this?
Bhaiya. See, body always acts according to the self, but sometimes body, for example, take the example of food. Maybe due to the sensation, but the self may like to have more and more. But if the self is having right understanding, then it will instruct the body. See, this food is just to nurture the body. It is not this because of this sensation you are consuming more and more. So here, self always gives instructions to the body, Bhaiya. So body has some sensation due to self has some sensation due to that body would like to have more and more. So here always self is the one which is giving instructions to the body. So body
Okay,
acts as per
okay.
the self only, but self is to have the proper understanding, right understanding and right feeling. So that is what we is important in the self-regulation towards the body. Okay, Bhaiya?
Okay.
So now just note down like how many times you have fallen sick and see, explore for yourself what is the reason. Now, as we move further, let us see what is this feeling of self-regulation and it program for it to maintain the health in the body. Now we see body is an ordinary system. It is composed of many cells, many organs are there, many tissues are there, many systems are there in the body. But if you observe, all of them are working in the complementary manner. Each one is complementing the other. Are we asking the body to inhale and exhale? Dear participants, just say, are we instructing the body to inhale and exhale?
I think the self wants to be continued with this body. That's why inhaling and exhaling is then, of course, through body.
Yeah, it is happening naturally, isn't it? Are we instructing, are even the self, is it instructing the body to digest the food?
No, it is the physiochemical process when
Yeah,
food is
yes,
right due to
yes,
that chemical action. G.
yes, yeah. So it is happening naturally, isn't it? So many of the activities are there. Every time, many cells are combining and doing a lot of activities. Even the human being also, two cells, they're coming together and forming an embryo and growing as a human being. So everything, this is happening naturally. And we see that there is harmony in the body. Isn't it? Is it okay? Are you seeing that there is harmony in the body?
G.
Yes, okay, fine. Now, when there is harmony in the body, then what is the role of self? What should I do? So, then what is the role of the self? Can anyone reflect on this question?
Judith, if self wants to continue with the body and if some disharmony is there, means I'm taking my example. Last month I got severe heart attack, but I was not knowing. I was there with all 3-4 days doing my regular work, and even fourth day I went to college also, saying that I will go. I was not knowing, but since
Yes.
it was the self who wanted to be with the body. Finally, I went to doctor and doctor scolded me and immediately I admitted in ICU and I was operated with the this plastic angioplasty. It means that self regulates, but I think it depends upon the health, particularly the body, how I am keeping it. I think so.
Ji Bhaiya, very nice Bhaiya. So you had the, maybe you are not able to recognize, but if you closely observe, you will be able to recognize some of the signals. We will see further Bhaiya. So here, self has to just maintain the harmony, isn't it? And it has to ensure the continuity of that harmony. At least it should not disturb it. So when this can happen, so this can happen when the self has the feeling of responsibility. Body is already self-organized. It is in harmony and it has definite conduct. And the role of self is its responsibility towards the body. So it will do whatever is required for fulfilling that responsibility with a feeling of responsibility. and this will ensure the health in the body. So you got some signal, and at least maybe after 3 days, you are able to go to the doctor.
Ji.
And this is what we say, the responsibility of the self towards the body. Fine. Now, out of the self-regulation and health, which holds the higher priority for you? For now, you can think about it, and just a few of you can answer. And we'll understand about this more in the ensuing discussion. So which holds the higher priority for you? Is it self-regulation or health?
Ji Didi, of course it is self-regulation. Due to self-regulation, I can get health also. It can be in harmony. Ji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll explore more about this and see what is the program, right? So what would be the program to stay healthy? Now this is very important, and some classification is done here. So what is proposed is to have proper intake and routine, and labor and exercise, and postures for regulating internal and external body organs and regulating the breathing. So intake, it will include air, water, sunlight. It's not just food. Intake includes all that which are getting through our senses. And we'll explore more one by one. Fine. And regarding the routine, what is your raising time? What is your sleeping time? When you are consuming the food, the labor and the exercise. So here the difference between the labor and exercise is in the labor you see the production of physical facility, but in the exercise no physical facility is produced. Fine. We will discuss more about this, and the postures for regulating internal and external organs and regulated breathing. So all these are listed under program A for staying healthy. So let us see comprehensively what are the other add-ons, what are the other things which are needed for a program for health. So B, under B, sometimes if the body falls sick, and to get it back to the harmony from the temporary disharmony, some medicine is required. And sometimes the body may need to depend on the machine, or it should be given some drugs to perform the functions of the body. Then treatment is necessary, right? So one by one, let us take up these and discuss more. So as we explore further, first one, let us take this intake. So what many of you feel when I say intake regarding the health? What comes in your mind when I say intake? You can talk.
Yeah, Didi, intake in perspective of the body and the intake in perspective of the self. The healthy diet and the healthy listening or healthy input through the sensory organs, or what sense, Didi?
Yeah. So in general, many of you will be thinking that food is only the entity, but intake includes all that which is coming to the human being through all the sense organs, maybe the air, water, sunlight. It is just not food. Also, with this, there are also feelings and thoughts in response to the outside environment and circumstances. Now, to maintain health, uh, food is necessary. Fine. That is one aspect. So, intake of food that is not only tasty, but it is also nutritious, digestible, and rich in fiber. Are we seeing that? So, waste should be made easily, and it should be easily coming out of the body, isn't it? Here, many of you would like to have tasty food. Many of you would want to consume some exotic food, which is giving some sensation. Taste is very important, but you see that it should be nutritious also. Whatever you are taking, consuming, so that must be easily digestible, right? And the intake of water in right amounts and right time. So many of you will be consuming water, but some of you must be having the habit of consuming water in between the food. Explore about that, right? So right amounts are you taking the water, or at right time are you consuming the water? And the next is daily exposure to fresh air and sunlight. You must have seen when you are staying at a place where there is no sunlight and no fresh air. Have you experienced this situation at any point of time, maybe in some hostels or some places? How do you feel? When you are not exposed to fresh air and sunlight, don't you feel suffocated? Yes, it is unhealthy. And if you stay there for a long time, your body may get diseased, right? And this awareness of choice of food as above and how much to eat. So here is again the role of the self comes into picture more prominently. Are we making our choices, the food choices, basically based on the likes or dislikes? Are we making the choices like this? So it based, definitely you should, the food should have the taste, isn't it? But it should also be able to be digestible, and it should give some nourishment to the body. So if you pay attention, you will know, right? So fullness, the sensation of fullness, if you pay attention, you will know. For example, if you are seeing the TV, and many of you must be doing this, you have a plate full of food before you, but you try to consume it, you are consuming it by watching the TV, or sometimes you are playing the video games also, right? And many of the times some arguments are going on, and even you also become the part of the argument. So there are a lot of distractions when you are having your food. These are coming through our senses, and there are many thoughts generated in you, especially while eating food. So now when you are chewing the food, Thylline is secreted in the saliva, and this helps in digesting the food properly. We all know this, isn't it? But when you are becoming the part of these arguments, and while watching TV or playing game, you are becoming excited, you will see that some other enzymes are introduced, and which may not be helpful for digestion. Fine. And one more important thing, you must have observed that you are not aware of what you are consuming, like how much you are consuming. You are just gulping the food inside. Have you observed this? Have you observed this happening most of the times? Yes. Yes, Prashant Bhaiya. So now we can say for the healthy body, we need to be aware of the intake, not only the food, through our sense organs and the feelings and thoughts while eating. So does our intake support the health of the body? And what type of intake you are having? You can just explore. And you can also see that taking food with awareness is very, very important. Is it okay? Now let me sum up this important slide. So intake does not mean only food. And if we take care of intake through our senses and food, most of the health problems will be taken care of. Fine. Now let us
Didi, I have a
go with the
question here.
Aji Bhaiya.
I can see that where I'm living, no, there is no fresh air. The food that I am taking, it has many chemicals. So, given all this, how can I regulate my intake if I do not have a choice for fresh air, for healthy food, for water which is not contaminated? So, can you suggest something about that? What you are saying makes sense, but I do not have a choice to have good intake. What do I do?
Bhaiya, then definitely we need to look for alternatives. See, we need to look for alternatives to maintain the health. Maybe as early as possible, you have to come out of that situation. So if, for example, if the water is contaminated, maybe if you have this feeling of self-regulation, you can boil the water, filter the water and consume it. And if you are, by some chance, if you are staying at a place where there is no fresh air and no sunlight, then at least you must make a program in your schedule that you have to go out and spend some time outside, maybe in the park or where the greenery is there, or you have to get yourself exposed to the body at least for 1 hour. So that we need to take care, Bhaiya.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. So then let us move on. The routine in Harmony in Nature. So our routine definitely has an impact on the health of the body. Are you not seeing that when you are spending your time, wasting your time in a hostel, chit-chatting or going through the mobile late nights, are you not seeing that you are not able to get up early in the morning? And maybe you are getting up 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, then 9:30 you have a class and you don't have sufficient time to clean your body also. And when you come to the college, you feel sleepy in the class and you're not able to listen to the teacher also properly. Are you not observing all this going on? See, you feel very hungry, and in the afternoon, you try to consume more and more. But again, in the afternoon class, you feel drowsy. So, this routine has definitely the impact on the health of the body if you continue this. And it's very pertinent to see that there is synchronization with the nature, and this will help you to maintain the health of the body. You must have heard about the circadian rhythm. So if not, many people must be knowing about this, but still if you're not if you don't know about this, just Google it. For now, I would just like to say that in the circadian rhythm, body responds to the day and night cycle. And there are many other rhythms also available in the nature. It's like monthly lunar rhythm, annual seasonal rhythm is also there. Winter time we have, summer time we have, and this life cycle rhythm is also there. Like childhood, it will be different. Youth, it will be different, and old age, it will be different. Fine. For example, during this winter time, you need to have a lot of heat in the body, and you will be able to do the physical activity more. For that, you may be consuming the food like cabbage, beans, corns, etc. But if it is summertime, then you need more water and you will not be able to do a lot of physical activity. So maybe consuming food like cucumber. So can you see that you are following some routine and you are able to synchronize with nature? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Now let us move on. Yeah. The labor. So labor is working with the nature, ensuring adequate movements of the body to take care of the health of the body. And we see the production of physical facility. And in the exercise, it ensures adequate movement of the body, but there will not be any production of physical facility. So here you are in the hostel, you may concentrate more on doing some rounds in the playground, walking, jogging, running, swimming, and some physical exercises. But if you are in the home, then you may think of doing some activity in the kitchen or coming to college by cycle. Just explore yourself. Are you able to do this or not? Fine. Now let us move on to the postures. So these postures are required because they ensure fresh oxygen to every part of the body. Just see if you have included this exercise also in your program. But I advise you, many of you must be doing this pranayama, yoga activities. But my caution to you is just try to do it under guidance, proper guidance. Right? Now coming to the medicine part, the B part, sometimes the body may fall sick and we need to bring the body back to the harmony from temporary disharmony. For this, lot of remedies are available in the kitchen itself. Like you must have seen your mother giving the turmeric with milk when you have cold, or maybe giving some fenugreek when you are having the stomach ache, or if the throat is disturbed, maybe some pepper, salt, and garlic will do it. Have you observed this in your home? Yes. So a lot of ingredients are there in our kitchen, so which will get your body back to the harmony from temporary disharmony. And we also have the integrated Ayurvedic systems of medicine like Ayurveda and acupressure to, as a medicines. Now, when you come to the treatment, maybe for some accident or sometimes your body may not be coming back to the normal situation with these home remedies. Then when the body goes into disharmony, which cannot be corrected by the nature, then we go for these measures. For example, so for the diabetics, insulin is required. See if there is any kidney failure, then dialysis is required for that. Isn't it? So now let us understand how to take care of this health. What is the priority? This 1A and 1B can take care of this vast problems of health. In fact, this 1A can take care of most of the things. Others are add-ons. Okay, we can see more about this in UHV2. Like if we have mentioned about the labor for the accumulation of this for the physical facility, but lots of money, many people will be thinking to accumulate a lots of physical facility because they have this feeling that at the old age this will come to some help to them. But if 1A is followed, it can take care of all this. We need to become aware of this, right? Now, so the priority is for the one, and next comes this second one, because with the feeling of self-regulation, sometimes if the body falls sick, then the self has to take care of it. The medicine, which will be available most of the times in our kitchen only. And sometimes if it is not naturally coming in terms, then we need some treatment. So this also we have seen. So this will be the last priority. Now, when we talk about the holistic perspective of health, If the self is having the proper understanding and right feeling, then the mental health is ensured because there will be harmony in the self, and this will lead to the healthy self. And the physical health is ensured when there is proper understanding of the body. Already body is in orderly manner. The only responsibility of the self is to see that it takes care of it, nurtures it. So which will lead to the healthy body. And apart from this, we also have the some environmental conditions, because if there is no harmony in the family, if there is no harmony in the society, and if you're not living with harmony in the nature and existence, if you don't understand the environment properly, then it again leads to unhealthy body. So we need to see that the mental health is required, physical health is required, and proper environmental conditions also should be there to have good health. Now, let me sum up. The self and the body are in harmony when there is a feeling of self-regulation in the self and a health in the body. If there is right understanding and right feeling in the self, and there is a feeling of coexistence of the self and the body, the self is able to ensure the feeling of self-regulation, which will naturally lead to the health of the body. So here we have seen that the feeling of responsibility towards the body is the self-regulation, and this is nothing but nurturing, protecting, and right utilization of the body. Now, the body acts according to the self, and the parts of the body is on harmony. Then,
GDD, your slides are not moving, I think. Please check.
no, Bhaiya, I'm just summing up, Bhaiya. In
Okay,
this
okay.
lecture,
Thank you.
this sum up
Thank
is
you.
not there. Some discussion is there because time is.
Okay, okay.
So I'm
Thank you.
just telling it orally. So now you can see whether you are able to do this in your daily life or not. And maybe at your level, you can examine about the food habits you are having and the daily routine and seasonal routine. Maybe at the level of the institution, now that you are in the hostel, see, you are free now to wake up whenever you want. You can just see what time you are waking up, what routine you are following, and you can also explore with your mess representatives the options for tasty and healthy food, and in the canteen also, and whether you are consuming the fresh juice and vegetables. All this is for you to explore for yourself. And as an home assignment, just make a list of all this, whether you are able to uh, do this program and what is important for you. You can just make a list, and we'll discuss in the next class about this. Now, any questions regarding? Okay, there is one question. Is there any priority in nurture, protection, and right utilization? Definitely, Bhaiya, nurturing should be done fundamentally because that gives energy, and then protection is there. When these both are ensured, nurturing first and protection of the body is there, then definitely we can utilize the body uh, for right things. Ji Bhaiya. Any other questions?
Yes, Didi, can I ask a question?
Ji Bhaiya.
Didi, means if you said that some processes are going on in the body, for example, this respiration, blood flow, and you also said that they are going on naturally. So do you think then the consent of the self is required for this? For example, for doing exercise, etc., self will give instructions to the body and body will do. But what about these? Means blood flow, respiration, digestion, they are going on in the body. So is the consent of the self is required there, or it is simply happening in the body?
Yeah, this is a very deep question. Actually, at the outside, I can say that what I mean, like we are in UHV and UHV-2 only. Self is central. It can control anything, Bhaya. But at this level, we can say that. See, what I mean is, the self is not instructing the body, to get the food digested. So in that perspective, I said this. So self is not instructing the body to inhale or exhale. So it's happening naturally. But if self wants to abstract, it can stop, isn't it? So it can stop inhaling, it can stop exhaling. That is there. The control is there with the self. But what I mean is, body is not giving instructions. Like I want to lift my hand. So self is giving instruction for me to lift the hand. Self is instructing me to talk to you. Some thinking process is going on. But this, in that context, I said that the digestion, all this is happening naturally. Even in sleeping, in circadian rhythm, we have said some repair is happening. So that in that context, the self is not asking to repair. Bhaya?
Yes, okay, Didi. Yes, I'll try to explore Didi, because I think in this case, the self has given the consent for body to do this. But I will try to explore Didi. And
Yeah,
Didi, there is one more question. You said that taste is important.
Ji Bhaya. Hello? Bhaya, I lost your voice.
जी जी जी
Hello,
यशवंत
Bhaya.
भैया की आवाज नहीं आ रही जी यशवंत भैया इज नॉट ऑडिबल जी
Maybe
He
Bhaya
was
is
asking,
actually
is taste
recording the
important or
call.
not?
Bhaya.
He was asking whether taste is important or not.
Bhaya, taste is definitely important, Bhaya.
And
Because,
but put,
yeah. Because see, sometimes what happens is the body we must be able to see the taste also. It's very important because sometimes alkaline foods will need certain type of enzymes, and acidic foods also will need certain type of enzymes. So that is inbuilt in the system itself. And see, is it necessary that we consume the food which is not tasty? No. So tasty food is important, and it should be nutritious at the same time. And again, because it is very tasty, you should not be driven by the sensation, and we will not be taking whatever food is available, like street food most of the times may not be healthy, but it is tasty, isn't it? So it is the self which has the role to play here.
yes. Okay, Didi. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Any more questions?
Didi, I just want to ask one question. Can I?
Ji, Didi, definitely, Didi.
Didi, I can see my mother. Whenever there is some unpleasant she come across some unpleasant discussion. So she get disturbed and start saying ki my leg is paining, my head is paining, and something. So it will lead to just go to the treatment. But till I not took her to the doctor, and doctor will say ki no, nothing is, you are all right. Till that it will lead. So I can able to see that ki just because of the discussion she is feeling ki I'm not well. So how I resolve it?
Didi, this many of us face in our house also. Of course, I've seen in the relatives. Maybe like they feel, what I could observe is that their self is reacting, means reacting here. So maybe they're feeling some insecurity. So whenever at their old age, whenever we have these arguments at the home, they may feel that they may have the feeling of this, they don't have the feeling of this assurance, and they may feel that we are not taking care of them. So they will ensure that and they feel
It happens
that
that
they are having some pain, and they ask us to take to the doctor. Yes.
yes,
So
yes,
maybe we need to ensure that we have with affection, and these arguments will be there. So maybe somewhere we need to look about how to resolve these differences by Didi. Do you want to
yes,
say something? Yeah, yeah. Because when there are two human beings, naturally in the process of our evolution, we will see that there are some minor differences in each and every individual. But how we are able to resolve is important in the family and society, Didi.
yes. And further, Didi, what happened is she start laboring more. Yeah, I will prepare food for myself. I won't need anyone, and like that it will go for so many days then. So this is how to convey her ki no, this is not the right, but not getting the solution.
Yes, Didi. Even recently also it happened for me because of some work pressure when my husband and me were exchanging the words. Of course, this has become minimized nowadays because of UHV. And my mother, she was silently there and she just left the place. Somehow maybe we have to see with our right understanding. First, we have to get a change in ourselves that will not have these. And we also constantly assuring them, Didi. And see what happens is when we try to argue, you know that blood pressure will raise,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes,
Both for us, mother, and for us also, and the other person also. And this state of this body will have the effect of self. And sometimes they don't know what they're talking also. And
yes,
this we need to practice, Didi. That is the only thing I can say. But I'm able
yes,
to minimize these type of situations outside and even at home because of this UHV, which I'm trying to practice, Didi. We
yes.
cannot say we can completely eliminate this, but minimize them.
Ji. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you, Kiran Didi. Can I?
Yes, Didi. Now kindly share your self-reflection and then you can go ahead.
Ji, Parikshit Bhaiya, will you share that screen or shall I just? Yeah. Okay, I'll self-reflection. Okay. So I'm Prashanti from JNTU Anantapur. So my motivation is to explore more and try to see that I'll be helpful to the society and the students. So I've stated the topic today, holistic, understanding the health holistically. And for that, the proposal is to make a definite program for health, try to initiate the dialogue by making the students to understand the need for the health. And again, we have discussed about the key points, expanded it as far as possible, giving some real-time examples. And I've also asked some questions to the participants and tried to make them explore. And given some pause for some self-exploration, we're able to clarify some questions and observations. And again, some return to the key point that the program for health is this, and the priority is also discussed. And we have summed up the topic also, like with self-regulation, the self will be able to take care of the body, nurture, protect, and right utilization of the body. And I've also asked the students to list out their routines and see whether they are following this program. The first priority which I've given for intake, routine, labor, exercise, and doing some physical movements. Ask them to list down and see how much of time they're spending for this. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.
Ji, very nice, Didi. So your presentation went very well, I'll say, and I can see the gradual progress in your presentation. The understanding part, the feeling part, the expression part, the selection of words, everything I find improving. And I can see the consistency with which you are working upon yourself. Almost every Sunday you are presenting, in every team development meeting you are presenting. And also I'll say that you are taking the guidance from whatever sources available. This is also very nice to see. At this age, your perseverance is really commendable, I'll say. I wish your enthusiasm continues like this. It will be very nice for you as well as the society in the long run. We have so much of work to be done in near future, and such a kind of perseverance is really going to be a kind of foundational work for the work to come. So very nicely, I appreciate this part. And I'll say that the clarity with which you presented was also very nice. The responses to the questions could be further improved. So, for example, when I said that the body acts according to the self, which is always the case. So, some more clarity was required. Basically, what we mean to say is that the self wants to participate in the larger order, right? So, whether the body is able to act according to that or not. So, that could have been the response. So similarly, some more refinedness can be there in the response, but it is a gradual, I'll say, transformation. As we start conducting workshops, taking more and more questions, then we start contemplating on the questions and getting to the core issues, right? So overall, your presentation went very well. You took care of almost all the points. So very nice, Didi. Nothing more from my side.
Thank you, Bhaiya. So I would like to express gratitude to my mother because she is a senior faculty. She has retired in Satyasai Institute of Higher Learning as a home science faculty, Bhaiya. Basically, our specialization is nutrition and development. So we have been practicing many of these homemade remedies at home, Bhaiya, because of my mother. Many guidance from my mother is also there for me regarding this health issue.
Nice, nice, Didi. So I think the other name which was meant for today, if not available, then Lipika we can start. But I saw her in the list of the participants some time back.
Bhaiya, I have one question, Bhaiya. Yashwant
Ji.
Bhaiya asked regarding this instructions by the self for the digestion and breathing. Am I able to answer it properly, Bhaiya, or any other way of answering that question?
Yeah, the responses could be still better. If Sonia can repeat the question, I will respond to it.
Yes,
And
Yashwant.
second thing, when PK Bhaiya asked about the priority of nurturing, protecting, rightly utilizing, we said nurturing first. So when the body has become healthy, in the growing stage, when the child is newly born, then of course the right utilization is not possible. to that extent because the brain has not fully evolved. But when we are a grown-up human being, so the priority will be first right utilization, and then protection, and then nurturing. So, for example, for right utilization, I do not need any physical facilities also from outside. So, right utilization of the body means I am always investing myself for right understanding, right feeling, and utilizing the body for it. And for that, I am protecting, and then nurturing as per the need from time to time. So, that will be the priority for a grown-up human being.
Ji Bhaiya, depending upon the stage at which we are, we need to answer this. I will
Yeah, when
implement.
the body has fully evolved, okay, then this will be the priority. But
Ji
again,
Bhaiya.
you can propose it only to the other and leave it for exploration. There
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be a variation, yeah, but we can leave it for exploration.
The question by Yashwant Bhaiya was like,
हाँ
Bhaiya, you are there, Bhaiya? Yashwant Bhaiya?
yes Didi, yes Didi. Bhai, after the question means that Didi, what Didi said that this digestion etc. that is going on naturally. So just my question was, there are some, for example, to raise the hand itself gives instructions to the body, but there are some process, for example, say blood flow, digestion, respiration, these are going on in the body. So body simply doing them on its own, or the consent of the self is also there for these. So that was a question. Like.
So as I see, there is a consent here. So we can describe the three kinds of activities as a human being. So one is the activities in the self. Second is the activities in the body with the consent of the self. And third is the activities which require the participation of both self and body. So for example, desire, thought, expectation are there in the self itself. Body has no role there. The self can utilize the body as per the need, but it does not have a definite role there. When it comes to the activity in the body like heartbeat, pulsation, or all these, then of course there is a consent of the self, and there is an influence of the state of the self on these activities also. And when it comes to walking, talking, that is utilizing my sense organs or work organs, then both are going to participate. So this is the way it is.
But
Is that fine here?
yeah, but in the night, this repairing is going on. So we need to develop that awareness that self is giving consent for this repairing to be done in the body, digestion to be done in the body. That way we can say, Bhaiya.
Yeah, so you decided to sleep, isn't it? You could have decided to keep working also at night. So it is your consent to sleep on bed. Okay, it is your consent to lay the body on the bed. You could also have planned to keep the body standing. So you are choosing the posture of the body. You are choosing the program for the body. So of course there is a consent there. Since the consent is very natural, we will not take it as a consent separately. So every time we see that whatever we are doing with the body, there is a consent there. And there are some activities which we do with the work organs or the sense organs for which we have to keep on taking decision from time to time. But when it comes to the activities in the body, okay, then you will see that it's only the consent that is required. But we can have a different kind of consent also. For example, I took water, and if somebody says that the water was contaminated, it will cause some ailment in the body, then I will not the water. Okay, so I'll try to vomit. I'll try to throw it out. If somebody says that the food is poisonous, okay, then I'll not have the consent to swallow the food or take the food inside or let it also get digested. So my consent will change. So I'll do something. So this is the difference. And with the consent also there is one thing that is called, and that is the liveliness in the body. So jivantata, in Hindi it is called jivantata. So if you look at a plant, the plant cells do not have that jivantata. The human cells have the jivantata, and that jivantata is by the virtue of presence of the self with the body. That is an elemental difference.
Ji Bhaiya, thank you. Thank you for helping us, Bhaiya, to explain and explore. Thank you. Namaste.
Nice, Didi.